Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome. My name is Hostname, and as a hotel AI expert, I've spent years helping hotels boost their performance and modernize their operations. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to this part of your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into something absolutely critical, something that really forms the foundation of great service, the employee journey. Let's get right into it.
So, let's kick things off with this powerful idea right here. Think about it for a second. We expect our teams to deliver that 5-star, unforgettable experience to every single guest. But how can we honestly expect that if we aren't giving that same level of care to them? This quote, it really gets to the heart of it all. The way we treat our people behind the scenes directly, and I mean directly, impacts the experience we deliver out front. The stakes here are incredibly high.
So, just how high are those stakes? Well, those first and last impressions, they are everything. When these moments are handled poorly, it's not just a minor issue, it's a fundamental problem that can cause major damage. Honestly, this is one of the biggest challenges for modern HR and hospitality, and believe me, it costs hotels a whole lot more than just money.
And this really lays it out perfectly. It's two sides of the same very expensive coin. Look on the left, a messy, disorganized onboarding. It makes your new hire feel like they were an afterthought. So what happens? They leave, usually within the first few months. And just like that, all the time and money you spent recruiting them is gone. Then on the right, you've got a cold, impersonal offboarding. That doesn't just end a working relationship, it can create a brand detractor. You know, someone who goes out and tells their network, don't work there. That kind of damage to your reputation, that is tough to undo.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now what's the solution? And I'll tell you, it's not about putting a bandage on the old way of doing things. No, it's about a total shift in thinking. It's a modern, strategic approach that uses technology to create a truly seamless and positive experience for an employee from the moment they say yes to their final goodbye.
And the key concept we're talking about is journey orchestration. You can almost think of it like having a dedicated concierge for your employees' careers. It's so much more than just checking off boxes on a list. It's about thoughtfully designing a smooth, personalized, and memorable journey. And we use smart technology to make sure every single interaction feels human and happens at exactly the right moment.
And this slide, this just nails the difference. The old, traditional way was completely buried in paperwork, logistics, admin tasks. It was cold and impersonal. Journey orchestration, on the other hand, especially when it's powered by modern platforms, just flips that script entirely. It automates all that boring stuff, which frees up managers and HR to focus on what really matters, what actually builds loyalty, making real human connections and creating a genuine sense of belonging.
So, how do we actually do that? How do we build that human connection? Well, it really comes down to one simple but powerful idea: taking that amazing hospitality spirit that we are famous for showing our guests and turning it inward to our own people. It's about treating our new team members with that exact same level of care and attention to detail.
All right, so here's how it works in the real world. First, HR architects the perfect onboarding journey for a new role. Then, AI comes in and automates the whole sequence of events. But here's the magic. The system sends out what we call nudges. These are just simple, automated reminders to key people, prompting them to take specific, human-focused actions. Let me show you a few examples of what I mean.
Just imagine this. You're a new front desk agent, and it's still a week before your first day. Suddenly, you get a short personal welcome video on your phone from your new manager. That one simple action, triggered by an automated nudge, completely changes the dynamic. The first point of contact is warm, it's personal, and it sets an amazing tone before you even step foot in the hotel.
Now, the system also handles all the critical behind-the-scenes stuff. A nudge goes out to HR. Hey, it's time to order the new team member's personalized uniform. What does this mean? It means on day one, that new hire feels ready, they feel included, they feel valued, not like someone forgot about them.
And maybe this is the most important one. The system helps build those crucial social connections right away. A nudge is sent to a coworker, a designated buddy, reminding them to schedule a welcome lunch for the new hire's first day. This ensures that person isn't left feeling isolated or overwhelmed. It immediately starts building the team relationships that are so vital for long-term happiness and success.
Okay, so we've nailed the welcome. But remember our opening quote? The journey isn't over when someone decides to move on. That last impression is every bit as critical as the first. A respectful, organized, and professional offboarding process is absolutely essential for protecting your hotel's reputation and its security. And for offboarding, What we're aiming for is what's called a closed-loop process. Basically, it's a smart, automated workflow that makes sure every single step of an employee's departure is handled systematically. Nothing falls through the cracks, nothing's left to chance. This protects the hotel, and it treats the departing employee with the respect they deserve. Just think about all the little things that can go wrong when someone leaves. This process stops them before they happen. It automatically revokes access to all digital systems, which is a huge security win. It schedules the exit interview, so you capture that valuable feedback. It makes sure company property is returned. It handles all of those tricky logistics so the process feels smooth, secure, and respectful, right up to their very last day.
So you see, what we're talking about is so much bigger than just making onboarding and offboarding a little bit nicer. This is about a fundamental shift in how we think about HR. It's about transforming administrative tasks from a cost of doing business into a genuine strategic advantage.
And how do you know it's working? You measure it. You collect the data. By tracking metrics at every step, you get real, concrete feedback. Seeing a 94% average onboarding satisfaction score? Well, that's not just a feel-good number. It's a powerful indicator of higher retention and better performance down the line. This data lets HR stop guessing and start making strategic improvements that are backed by actual evidence.
And that, right there, is the ultimate goal. This is the whole point. By orchestrating these crucial journeys with care, with technology, and with a real human touch, you elevate HR way beyond just administration. You start creating positive, lasting impressions that build loyalty, not just with the people who work for you today, but with the entire talent pool of tomorrow.
So, I'll leave you with this one final thought to consider. In hospitality, we obsess over every single detail of the guest journey. We know, instinctively, that it is our brand. But what about the employee journey? What story is that telling? What does it say about your hotel's values, your culture, and your true commitment to excellence? Because getting that story right, that is the real secret to building a legendary hospitality brand.